Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I want to talk about Evergrande today. So it looks like, all the news headlines are talking about how they averted, tragedy has been averted. They have made their back interest payment on the bonds that were denominated in US dollars at the 11th hour. And I want to remind people, this is what was happening during the Bear Stearns Lehman Brothers moment. There's lots of this back and forth. And traders want to be appeased. They want to make sure everything's fine, everything's good. I just want to keep making money. And they technically have their head down in the sand until it's too late. And just because they made their bond payment, it doesn't mean everything's all right. That company is seriously in distress. And China knows it. And it's not only Evergrande, it's Fantasia and many others right now that are popping off. If you couple that with the amount of retailers right now that have no buyers because of this massive supply chain debacle that's going on in the United States and in other countries, but mainly in the United States, that's where all the headlines are, right? In the UK, they have an energy crisis. It's like there's all these different countries going through these different types of crises right now. Crises? I don't even know how to pronounce it. My point being is that you need to still be prepared. And I think it's very important. Everything right now is converging. We're also going to be dealing with, as we come into the winter, very serious weather patterns. A weather that can be crippling to all over the world. When you have these cold snaps that freeze, think back about what happened with Texas when all of a sudden that deep freeze hit and it just crippled Texas. I mean, that's stuff that's just out of the blue, right? The volcanoes and all kind of stuff. And it's not something that you want to be scared about, afraid of. These are things that happen, right? But you have to look at the big situation and really the big picture. If any of you know people that need to hear this, please share this video. And thanks again to everybody that resubscribed because they got unsubscribed by YouTube. I really appreciate you looking there and just hitting the button again. But the thing is that it's very important for people to understand that you can only do so much. The world can try and fix its problems. Governments can try and fix its problems and get the country in a better position. But the true change will only happen when everyone is prepared and not reliant on their neighbors. We're not reliant on their government, right? When people are self-reliant, when human beings are self-reliant, that's when the world actually thrives. That's when economies thrive, all right? Everything else is just fake and false optimism because it's built on credit or debt, and it's money flowing into the system where everyone thinks that they're rich. They feel that they're doing good. Sorry, people walking by me. It's hard to concentrate. I'm going to tell you what, this isn't trading advice, and I'm not a trading professional, so don't take it as that. My thing is that we're going to see Evergrande eventually default on the bonds, and I think it's going to happen actually pretty quick. I think that what this is doing, these little payments, micro payments that are coming up, hey, we're catching up, is just trying to extend what's about to happen. And I believe that is going to send our bond market reeling. Especially, as these defaults get worse and worse and go into official defaults, it's not just missing an interest payment or being late. What's going to happen is the nation's going to wake up to how entrenched our bond market is into other parts of the world, and they're going to realize the systemic fallout potential. And I think people are going to start to cover their bets, and that's why I'm invested in precious metals like silver and gold and cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Not anything flashy, but like solid things. Digibyte, I own Digibyte. I also own XRP. I know it's the total opposite end of the spectrum, but I have my reasons for that. So I just want to give you guys that word of encouragement. And I know it sounds doom and gloom, but it's true. This is what's going on. It's like, the British are coming and Paul Revere rides by your house and screams it and you just go, doom and gloomer. It's like, all he's doing is telling you a fact. You get to choose. Do you go and prepare, or do you sit back and let the red coats come get you? All right, guys, that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.